Imagine the brain of a genius, the brain that revolutionized our understanding of the universe being stolen. It sounds like fiction, but it's the startling reality of what happened to the brain of Albert Einstein, the renowned physicist whose work fundamentally altered our comprehension of reality itself. In life, Einstein was revered for his brilliance, his theories confounding and enlightening scholars worldwide. But even in death, he couldn't escape the intense curiosity his genius sparked. Despite his explicit instructions that his brain and body should not be studied after his passing, his wishes were blatantly ignored. Enter Thomas Harvey, the pathologist on call at the time of Einstein's death. Driven by his own curiosity or perhaps by the allure of the unknown, Harvey took it upon himself to keep Einstein's brain, a clear violation of the physicist's final wishes. It was a decision that would change the course of his life. In the immediate aftermath of this unexpected theft, Harvey lost his job, a testament to the severity of his transgression. But this did not deter him. Instead, he took the brain to Philadelphia, where it was divided into 240 pieces, each meticulously preserved for further study. As we delve into this extraordinary tale, we are forced to confront complex questions about respect for the dead, the boundaries of scientific inquiry, and the consequences of unchecked curiosity. Harvey's actions, while undeniably controversial, were driven by a desire for knowledge, a desire that many of us can relate to. But at what cost? And so, the saga of Einstein's stolen brain began, a saga filled with curiosity, controversy, and ethical dilemmas. It's a tale that continues to captivate us, drawing us into a world where the pursuit of knowledge can sometimes blur the lines of what's ethically acceptable. Einstein's brain, now in the possession of Harvey, was about to embark on a peculiar journey. It was a journey that would take it from the quiet confines of a hospital morgue to the bustling city of Philadelphia. Harvey, the pathologist who had taken the brain without permission, moved to Philadelphia, taking the brain with him. It was here that the brain would undergo a transformation. Harvey meticulously divided the brain into 240 pieces, each one preserved carefully for future study. From this point forward, the brain of one of the greatest minds in history was no longer a singular entity, but a collection of parts, each holding the potential for unlocking the secrets of genius, or so Harvey believed. But the journey of Einstein's brain didn't stop in Philadelphia. Harvey carried the brain with him, moving from place to place. It was as if he was on a nomadic quest, the brain his constant companion. This journey brought him into contact with various people, one of whom was the beat poet, William Burroughs. A friendship blossomed between the unconventional poet and the pathologist, united by their shared interest in the human mind. Despite the odd nature of their friendship, Burroughs and Harvey found common ground in their fascination with the brain's complexities. Burroughs, known for his exploration of the human condition in his writing, found a kindred spirit in Harvey, who was driven by his quest to understand the mechanics of genius. In the midst of all this, Harvey continued to hold on to the brain, his strange obsession leading him down a path of scientific ambition. This journey of 240 pieces, which started with an act of defiance, would continue to unfold in unexpected ways, forever linking the legacy of Albert Einstein with the man who dared to steal his brain. In 1985, almost 3 decades after the theft, the first study of Einstein's brain was published. The world held its breath as Thomas Harvey and his collaborators unveiled their findings. Their claim, Einstein's brain, dissected into 240 pieces, held an abnormal proportion of neurons and glia. The neurons, the brain's communication wires, and glia, the service cells supporting the neurons, seemed to be in a unique ratio. This was an exciting proposition. Could this be the secret behind Einstein's genius? The world was eager to believe so, but the scientific community was not so easily swayed. The controversy lay in the basis of the study. Harvey and his team compared Einstein's brain to a nebulous category of not this person. This comparative approach was akin to comparing apples to a category of not apples, making it challenging to draw any meaningful conclusions. The study was seen as simplistic, lacking the necessary depth and complexity that could offer substantial insights into the workings of the human brain. Moreover, the claims made were based on a stolen brain, a fact that was hard to ignore. Critics argued that this was a violation of Einstein's express wishes and a disregard for ethical scientific conduct. This was not simply about a brain. It was about the legacy of one of the most respected physicists in history. The study, despite its controversies, fueled a surge in public interest. Misleading or not, it was a tantalizing glimpse into the enigma that was Albert Einstein. The world was captivated by the idea that physical differences in a brain could account for intellectual prowess. The study was just the beginning. It opened the floodgates for a series of investigations into Einstein's brain, each one more contentious than the last. This first study marked the beginning of a series of investigations into the stolen brain, each more contentious than the last. A stolen brain, a controversial study, and a legacy tangled in intrigue. This was the beginning of the saga of Einstein's brain, a saga that continues to raise questions about ethics, genius, and the mysteries of the human mind. The studies of Einstein's brain were not without their critics. It's worth noting that the journey into the realm of Einstein's mind wasn't greeted universally with applause or admiration. In fact, significant criticisms were leveled at the studies. One prominent issue was their methodological flaws. The studies embarked on a mission to compare Einstein's brain with a vague category of "not this person." This was a slippery slope, making it exceedingly difficult to draw meaningful, scientifically robust conclusions. The lack of statistical significance was another glaring issue. In the realm of scientific research, statistical significance is a cornerstone, establishing the degree of certainty in the results obtained. Unfortunately, the studies of Einstein's brain fell short in this regard. Without firm statistical grounding, the findings were largely seen as speculative, casting a long shadow of doubt over their validity. And then, we come to the ethical concerns. Albert Einstein, a man who contributed so much to our understanding of the universe, had explicitly stated his wishes against the study of his brain post-mortem. Yet these wishes were disregarded. The disregard for Einstein's express wishes added a layer of ethical unease to the already controversial studies. It raised questions about respecting the wishes of the deceased, about consent, and about the lengths to which scientific curiosity should be allowed to push boundaries. In a cruel twist of irony, these studies, which aimed to peel back the layers of genius, seemed to do more harm than good. Instead of revealing the secrets of Einstein's brilliance, they stirred up controversy and sparked ethical debates. They served as a stark reminder that the quest for knowledge, while noble, should not come at the expense of respect for individual wishes and ethical norms. The studies, instead of illuminating the nature of genius, seemed to only generate more controversy and ethical debates. The story of Einstein's stolen brain is more than just a tale of scientific curiosity run amok. It's a cautionary tale that stretches far beyond the confines of a laboratory, reaching into the realms of ethics, obsession, and our understanding of genius. The implications of the studies conducted on Einstein's brain are manifold and troubling. Resources were squandered, both in terms of time and money. Countless hours and substantial funding were poured into a line of inquiry that ultimately proved fruitless. The studies did not yield any statistically significant results, and yet, misleading information was disseminated to the public, fueling misconceptions about the nature of genius. Einstein himself was well aware of the public's fascination with him. He understood that his iconic status could lead to a degree of obsession, and he foresaw the potential pitfalls of such an obsession. He predicted that studying his brain would result in grandiose yet baseless pronouncements about the nature of genius. And unfortunately, he was proven right. The saga of Einstein's stolen brain serves as a stark reminder of the potential pitfalls of unchecked curiosity. It underscores the importance of respecting the wishes of individuals, even in death, and it highlights the need for rigorous scientific methodology. From this saga, we can glean several lessons. We learn the importance of ethical boundaries in science. We're reminded that obsession, even in the pursuit of knowledge, can lead to disregard for the rights and wishes of individuals. And perhaps most importantly, we learn that genius cannot be reduced to or explained by the physical characteristics of the brain. Einstein's stolen brain serves as a reminder of the ethical boundaries in science and the perils of obsession, a testament to the genius who understood his own mind better than anyone else.